NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to get away. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles take possession. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 09 for their last playoff win. And I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his 2nd season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play a D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. To throw is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown as a member of the Eagles. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense. And this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97. So they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question. Yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. They're able to fling it around. They're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they wanted to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman. Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
On 1st and 10, Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Paul. The 30, 20, touchdown, Washington. Miles Paul, 56 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away
This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. There's a nice move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Now Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, here's Pirine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you love old-school running backs, I think you're going to really like Samaje Perine. Strong, built low to the ground, great leverage when he runs the football, and bodies just scatter. He's hard to get on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down, here's Cousins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. 3rd wide receiver taken in last year's draft. Cousins gives this to Pirine. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Following the interception, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And bulldoze it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime here on All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. Cousins. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Cousins now on second down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Take Carradine in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ertz over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Blunt will get the football. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Six yards to go here on second down. Cousins now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run again with Pirine. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's brought in by Doxson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A first down throw for Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it here with Pirine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Cousins.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Blunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wentz going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 70 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath to Blunt. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Wentz finding his new weapon, Jeffrey, for an Eagle first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the end around, here comes Smith. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a carry for Blunt. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And once again, they go with Sproles. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Sproles. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. In motion, the tight end Reed. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now he'll escape to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Cousins to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't...
tango. Say less.